deals with the acceptance that life is unfair. And why would you use that as a motivational tone? Because sometimes we still have individuals who think that life is supposed to be fair. I remember when we were in churches or previous churches and people would say favor isn't fair, and it's true. Favor is not supposed to be fair. Did you work for something? Did you grow in different aspects? Did you put in the time? Did you put in the necessary steps to do something? But then you want a benefit. The universe doesn't work that way. Just because you show up, showing up, that's part of the unction to get something done. Now you've shown up, now you have to do. You don't just show up and say, okay, I've shown up, okay, now give me everything that I'm desiring in my mind. It doesn't work that way. It's not supposed to work that way. And then sometimes some of you out there, and even I can say for myself, I may have done it before in the past, would turn around and start pointing fingers outside of myself to say, well, I showed up and they still did this. And I showed up and I don't understand. And I showed up and no, stop. You showed up and did what? If you just showed up without really being prepared for the situations at hand, for being, how should I say, to actually be able to navigate the situation that's in front of you, then life is going to give you what you put into it. Now, my motivational moment is mainly to let you know that you have the ability to not put yourself in that predicament. And that's what the couple motivators are here for. It's about you taking that opportunity, taking the necessary steps. It's not all going to come in one day. There are days that I may do things that are not perfect. But through that, if I take it from the aspect of learning from those particular moments, then that's how I grow. That's how people around me grow. And after a while, it doesn't become a situation of pointing fingers. Because now, and then it becomes up to me to say, okay, I understand the situation. Now, how do I navigate it if it ever presents itself again? It's not for me to say that life is unfair or life is supposed to be fair because I showed up and that shouldn't happen or that shouldn't occur or whatever the situation that happens. And I want those of you out there who sometimes feel that you're behind some level of miscomfort or discomfort, that you're thinking that certain things are not moving in a particular way, check your vibration. Check your vibration. Don't look at the situations outside of you. Check your vibration. And by checking your vibration, now you have to start internalizing the situation before you externalize it. Nothing comes to you, and I'm going to leave you this, nothing comes to you that's not already in you. Even when strife comes, that strife is just an outpicturing of what's going on inside of you. As much as we may try to negate and not try to acknowledge it or may try to deflect it back, nothing appears around you that's not already emanating in you. When I get upset with my kids and I get riled up and riled up and riled up and I get yelling and get the blood boiling, as much as that they may have done something, that's still an aspect of me. There's something in me. Because that wouldn't have happened. That wouldn't have occurred. So I can't sit there and say life is unfair because my child did this or my wife did that or my auntie did this or my cousin did that. What is your vibration? We said it a couple of weeks ago about pigeons and eagles. Eagles can have that moment where it's like, maybe I just need to figure out what's going on. But at the same time, the eagle needs to stay an eagle. You can have those momentary lapses where you just, you relax for a second and then you prop yourself back up to say, like, okay, what is it in me that allowed this to come around? Life is not supposed to be fair. Life is really going to be navigated and conquered by those who don't make excuses, who will push themselves to be the best that they can be. And while you're on that path, as I said, you're going to get nicked, you're going to get scratched, you're going to argue, you're going to claw, fuss, fight, all the other stuff. But that still doesn't negate the plan. That still doesn't negate the situation. And like one thing I have to carry over from what my wife said is true. After a while, you have to learn how to forgive. Fully forgive. Don't forget. Forgive. And if we navigate those tributaries properly, then a lot of stuff is mitigated. Nothing's going to be perfect. Don't go through life thinking that every business, every personal relationship is going to be perfect. It's not. So you understand that that's just par for the course. But as long as you understand that life is not supposed to be fair, then you're already ahead of the game.